on my way into town to get my French country sourdough at Pangaea. Was not able to make it in yesterday because I had a bunch of other things that were pressing, and called them up this morning, found out they had French country sourdough leftover from yesterday. So not only do they have the bread that I want, I'll be able to get it at a day off, day old discount. Yay! That's always a plus. What else? Oh yeah, so this is a two-fisted storm that's coming our way, and it's supposed to be rain for the next 2 days, and then snow for the next 3 days. Nothing like the blizzards y'all are used to having. Probably any number of places that might be watching this, just Flagstaff, but it's moisture here, and it becomes an issue for me, not because I don't know how to drive in the snow, but because other people don't know how to drive in the snow. And when the roads get that crowded, you end up experiencing what I call snowfall pinball. Yeah, cars just bouncing all over the place. People have all-wheel drive, front-wheel drive, four-wheel drive on demand, and ABS brakes. And the feeling is kind of indomitable. You have all of these driving technologies that are helping you out, and you just think that you just can't lose. And the truth of the matter is, once you break traction, you become just a toboggan on a hill. Kind of even worse than a toboggan on a hill, because a toboggan on a hill you can at least steer. So I tend to stay away from the travel conditions that encourage people to show off their inabilities. Put it that way. Flatlanders, we called them when I was growing up, because generally they come from the flatlands, and they can have it. And look, I understand. I mean, I'm retired, so I don't have to be anywhere, but I do like to have foodstuffs when I'm going to end up being locked up in the cabin for a prolonged period. And I do expect that, because I don't know if you can tell from the driving that we're doing right now, but it's uphill, downhill, uphill, downhill, getting in and out of the cabin, which is great, as long as the road's not snow-packed or icy. Temperatures are not going to get much above, I think, 36 degrees after the snowstorm gets here. And so that means there are going to be plenty of places that have northern exposure that are not going to melt off. I've got two ways that I drive into the cabin, and that's Granite Mountain, one of my favorites. There are two ways that I can get into the cabin, and honestly, neither one of them is without a significant uphill and or downhill grade on it. So since I don't have to be anywhere, I don't be anywhere. I just stay there, which is kind of great. but I want to have food to feed my fat belly. Fat belly, fat belly. Hope your day is going well, or night, or whenever you happen to see this. Be a better local. If you don't have to be anywhere, don't be anywhere when the weather gets crazy, because all you're doing is adding to the number of people that are out there bouncing around on the streets. And if you do have to be out there, try to figure some way around the regular rush hours, and keep in mind that the rush hours are going to be extended just because of the travel times being impacted by inclement weather, as we like to call it. Travel safely, slow down. If you have an automatic, use the D321 gearing on your automatic to keep you slowed down when you're going downhill. That way you don't have to use the brakes quite as much, because if you find yourself having to smack on the brakes, squeeze down the road,